Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Perot Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Third down play from the gun. He finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The run from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Vols will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So Missouri's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see.
There he goes to the right. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the 2nd level, great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. On target to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Swings it out to his running back. Dances away from one. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Here comes the hurry-up.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Missouri wants to go fast. DB's right up on the receivers. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
To the ground. He's got it again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The Tigers get enough for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Got it in the middle attack bar. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And they're able to get him on the ground. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up a goal, they're set to kick it away. Off sails through the back of the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Leaves it with the running back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quickly complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
With the run on first and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. And goal. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Culpepper. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 30.
Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. He's back to throw on second down. Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want... You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Vols will hustle to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. A strike downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on the pass.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds a man by himself. Afterburner's coming. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. From the gun. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill.
Down Tiger! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Now the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry. Efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Akbar. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll throw it on first down. Safe completion on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stock following and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And it's caught inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to go up top. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eye.
Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now they'll run the draw. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll bring it back. It's Culpepper. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eye.
He's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On second down, wants to throw it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. They want to run it left here. Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right. The ball squirts free. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Volunteers! The defense with the scoop and score. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Bringing it back. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David.
Yeah, the boomer bust offense is not good. Like, we have to take care of the football. It's a premium to take care of the football. Every time you've taken care of it, Palmer, you've driven down the field and had successful drives.
I didn't have this on my bingo card, I'll be honest. Turning the ball over this much and still having the lead, but their defense and special teams have done their part. Offensively now, just do your job, and you're probably pulling away in this one.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end.
First down, N-I-Z.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Missouri, 31. Tennessee, 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 28.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go.
Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Got him, and nobody's close. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got him 1st and goal.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Unloads quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Ball's incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Missouri! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own. And now the ball is knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
He's looking for a man on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, things have gone pretty well so far, right? You got the lead, you're playing at home, it's late, and you just need a few more of these completions to ice the game. That time, couldn't come away with it. It's a nice play by the...
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And the ball is picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here.
Touchdown, Tiger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He's looking to throw. He's got it, and he got a foot down for the 2-point conversion. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you would trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll try to do it himself. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Got his man quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Now on second down. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.